When two people live together for years, the real chemistry of love moves far beyond romance. Love, in biological terms, is not a single feeling, it is a coordinated dance of hormones, neurotransmitters, and learned emotional patterns that bind two brains together. When this balance works, couples stay connected for decades. When it breaks, even small arguments feel life-threatening to the heart. Love begins in the brain's reward system, where dopamine fires whenever something feels new, exciting, or promising. Because novelty triggers curiosity and motivation, dopamine is what makes people fall in love quickly. They feel energy, focus, and even mild obsession. But this stage never lasts forever. After several months, dopamine intensity drops, and the brain shifts toward long-term bonding chemicals, oxytocin and vasopressin. Oxytocin, released through touch, eye contact, or orgasm, calms the body and lowers cortisol, the stress hormone. Vasopressin, more active in men, links love to protection, loyalty, and possessiveness. Together they form the biological glue of partnership. Without them, relationships stay exciting but unstable. With them, they become peaceful and enduring. Yet, the same chemistry can work against us. When partners fight, cortisol rises sharply. Because cortisol blocks oxytocin and dopamine receptors, repeated stress literally turns love off at a molecular level. The couple no longer feels warmth or reward from each other. Over time, the brain starts to associate the partner with anxiety instead of comfort. That is why emotional repair after conflict is not just psychological, it is biochemical medicine for the relationship. Communication is the most powerful regulator of these chemicals. Couples who communicate openly maintain serotonin stability, serotonin being the neurotransmitter of calm and contentment. Every time one partner listens without interrupting, the other's amygdala quiets, allowing oxytocin to rise again. According to long-term data from the Gottman Institute, communication and repair style predict 80 to 85% of relationship longevity. Because words reshape hormone signals, tone often matters more than content. A single phrase like "I understand you" lowers measurable heart rate and blood pressure within minutes. Emotional safety is the invisible foundation. When people feel safe to be honest without fear of judgment, the brain releases oxytocin before, during, and after conversation. This creates what attachment theory calls secure bonding, a neurological feedback loop where love becomes a source of recovery instead of stress. Studies show couples with high emotional safety are about 70% more likely to stay together beyond 10 years. Because emotional safety keeps the amygdala quiet, it also protects physical health, blood pressure, glucose, and immune markers all improve when trust is stable. Shared values and life goals act as the compass of a long relationship. When partners believe in the same basic principles, honesty, family, respect, or financial discipline, their brains display synchronized prefrontal activity. This neural synchrony makes cooperation effortless. Conflicts still happen, but decisions become predictable, reducing the constant need for negotiation. Research shows that couples with aligned core values have 40% fewer conflicts and 30% higher life satisfaction. The body recognizes this harmony. Dopamine releases not only from pleasure but from agreement, which is why mutual planning feels emotionally rewarding. A healthy relationship is also a physiological rhythm. Every touch, hug, or shared laugh sends small biochemical messages of safety. Regular affectionate contact, even a 6-second hug, raises oxytocin, lowers cortisol, and resets both nervous systems. This is why affectionate couples recover from arguments faster. The famous 5-to-1 ratio means that 5 positive micro-moments are required to balance 1 negative interaction. Because the brain stores emotional memories longer than logical ones, daily warmth is not luxury, it is maintenance. Sexual connection, meanwhile, serves as the renewal system of this biochemical bond. Good sexual and physical intimacy maintains oxytocin, vasopressin, and endorphins while decreasing stress hormones. The body learns to associate the partner with pleasure and comfort, not just obligation. Quality matters far more than frequency. After midlife, many couples shift from performance to closeness, a change backed by science. Studies show that sexual satisfaction, not the number of encounters, predicts emotional stability and lower infidelity risk by nearly 50%. Because intimacy is both physical and emotional, discussing desires and changes openly prevents misunderstanding and resentment. In women, hormonal transitions can alter comfort or desire. In men, chronic stress can suppress testosterone. When couples treat these as shared challenges, not personal failures, intimacy deepens rather than fades. Trust, gratitude, and humor act as emotional antioxidants. Gratitude releases dopamine in the ventral striatum, rewiring the brain to associate the partner with reward. Couples who express simple thanks at least once a week show 25% higher relationship satisfaction. Humor, on the other hand, produces endorphins, which mimic mild morphine effects, reducing pain perception and restoring connection after conflict. Shared laughter is more protective than shared hobbies because it reactivates reward circuits even during stress. Calling your partner my best friend is not cliché. Statistically, those who do so report 60 to 70% higher satisfaction. Flexibility is another long-term survival mechanism. Life always changes: health, careers, family roles, but rigid couples break where adaptable ones bend. Flexibility keeps neuroplasticity high and cortisol low. It also signals respect: I'm willing to change with you. The Harvard study of adult development, which followed participants for over 80 years, found adaptability among the top 3 predictors of lifelong happiness and partnership longevity. Because love must breathe through time, flexibility becomes its oxygen. Money, too, is part of this emotional ecosystem. Financial calm equals hormonal calm. Chronic financial stress maintains cortisol activation, blunts oxytocin, and increases irritability and sexual disinterest. Transparency around spending and planning releases the same trust hormones as physical affection. When couples review finances together, cortisol levels drop measurably within 30 minutes. Equal participation, regardless of income differences, matters more than absolute balance. Respect should rise faster than income, otherwise, dominance replaces cooperation. Each person needs both joint responsibility and personal autonomy, because dignity and freedom protect serotonin stability. Generosity acts as silent therapy. Small financial kindnesses, paying attention, funding each other's dreams, relieving practical burdens, trigger the reward center in both brains simultaneously. That synchronization re-anchors affection after routine years. Couples who intentionally practice generosity have 40 to 45% lower argument frequency and report higher sexual satisfaction, showing that emotional and material giving overlap in the nervous system. Health and vitality are shared assets. When both maintain moderate physical activity, sleep, and diet, not only body but emotional energy synchronizes. Physical exercise raises testosterone and dopamine, improving mood, desire, and patience. Sleep stabilizes serotonin and enhances emotional regulation. Lack of rest, conversely, leads to irritability and misinterpretation. Small issues suddenly feel catastrophic. Maintaining similar sleep cycles alone can reduce conflict episodes by 30%. Even eating similar foods can align gut microbiomes, subtly influencing serotonin production and emotional resonance. Over years, love chemistry evolves. The first stage, ruled by dopamine, feels like excitement. The second, dominated by oxytocin and vasopressin, feels like calm protection. The third, sustained by serotonin and endorphins, feels like deep companionship. Many couples mistake this third stage for loss of passion, but biologically, it is maturation. The nervous system no longer needs constant adrenaline. Peace, not intensity, becomes the marker of success. This transformation is what allows couples to last decades without emotional burnout. When conflicts inevitably occur, repair speed determines prognosis. Quick reconciliation within 24 hours keeps cortisol from consolidating negative memory. A gentle touch, an honest apology, or humor resets biochemistry faster than logic. Studies confirm that couples practicing early repair have 80% higher stability over 10 years. The secret is not to avoid conflict but to metabolize it before it becomes toxicity. Emotionally intelligent couples understand that silence is rarely neutral, it is interpreted by the brain as threat. So, saying "I'm still here" is medicine, not weakness. In the later stages of life, sexuality, friendship, and shared purpose merge. Physical passion softens into emotional tenderness, but oxytocin remains active as long as touch continues. Even non-sexual affection maintains cardiovascular health. Weekly physical closeness lowers heart disease mortality by over 20%. Love literally becomes anti-inflammatory. The same hormones that repair emotional wounds also protect arteries, immune cells, and sleep quality. That is why lonely people die earlier, not from sadness alone, but from chronic stress chemistry. At its core, a lasting relationship is a biological partnership between two nervous systems constantly teaching each other safety. Every honest word, kind gesture, or patient silence tells the other person's brain, "You're safe here." Over time, this message carves new neural pathways that outlast youth, hormones, and even memory. Couples who maintain such mutual reassurance live, on average, 5 to 7 years longer and retain better cognitive function in old age. Their brains literally wire together, showing synchronized activity patterns during rest, a measurable signature of lifelong love. When we say love is chemistry, we do not reduce it, we recognize its precision. Dopamine drives pursuit, oxytocin cements connection, vasopressin guards loyalty, serotonin builds peace, and endorphins give comfort. These are the 5 major players of long-term relationships, the internal orchestra that keeps humans bonded. But like any orchestra, it needs harmony. Excess dopamine without oxytocin breeds infidelity, oxytocin without dopamine breeds boredom, serotonin without excitement breeds apathy. The art of love is maintaining balance among them. In the end, love survives not by accident but by daily biological repair, through communication, respect, touch, laughter, and shared calm. Every gesture of understanding reduces inflammation in both bodies, every unresolved resentment increases it. The evidence now shows that emotional health and cardiovascular health are inseparable. So, the next time two people hold hands after years of storms, what keeps them together is not mystery, it is millions of synchronized chemical signals quietly repeating one message: safety, gratitude, and home. Because real love, biologically and emotionally, is not the thrill you feel at the beginning, it's the peace you build at the end.